What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. There was a young rapper in Jacksonville, a young brother by the name of Julio. To be honest, it was the first time that I heard of him. Maybe I may have heard of him another time before and just can't remember. But he was celebrating his birthday in Tampa, Florida. Let's check out his invite to people to come hang out with him.
The pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Julio Booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. You already got to add it to the pool party. Push up at 5:30, man. Push up at 5:30, man. We finna get everything right. Push up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, man. It's up. Got me drinking, cuz. I don't even drink, cuz.
You're supposed to have a chaser.
Appreciate everybody popping out for my birthday, you know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday!
Everybody got their shot, put their shot in the air, man. Okay, David. Everybody take this shit on 3, man. 1, 2, 3. Got my brother with me. He done popped out for me for my birthday. He done time. It's lit. Oh, God, yeah. We came deep for my birthday, man. Everybody coming up the stairs. No cap, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We deep as hell. We deep as hell. 20 deep. Lit everywhere we go.
Shortly after that call out, we got this report.
A crime scene taking up this whole parking lot behind me. This is a Holiday Inn right across the street from USF. Here, 4 people were shot and so were 2 cars. Police say they are also now a part of the investigation. A birthday celebration that took a turn for the worst. Now cars filled with bullet holes are at the center of an investigation to find out why famous rapper Julio, who just turned 26, was shot dead early this morning.
At this point, it's part of the investigation, but it seems that they might have been coming here to the hotel to get a room.
After a social media post from Julio said he and his friends were kicked out of an Airbnb. They found themselves at this Holiday Inn where hotel guests like Jeremiah Claypool had to be escorted to and from their rooms post gunshots.
I only heard one. It woke me up, but apparently there were more than that.
Police say they got the call at 4:40 this morning. Julio, whose real name is Charles Jones, was confirmed dead at the scene while 3 other shooting victims were taken to the hospital. No one has been arrested in connection to this shooting.
You know, we always say it, but in cases like this, it really does make the difference. If you saw something, if you heard something, any little detail can help us figure out what happened here this morning.
For now, investigators will lean on federal agencies and work with hotel surveillance video to help determine how the shooting events took place. Also, interviews from witnesses like Claypool.
We're still going to stay. We're going to find another hotel.
As we continue to find out more information, be sure to download our free WFLA app for the latest updates. Reporting in Temple Terrace, Chloe Sparks, 8 on your side.
He has a rival, or had a rival, by the name of Youngin Ace, all right? A young man. Again, I never heard of him either. I'm not a specialist in hip hop or anything like that. That's more academics and Steady Nash and those guys. So I went and I listened to this song called Do It. I was like, wow, this is interesting. The young man released this song right after this guy got killed. Then I went and listened to the song that Julio created. And Julio had some very interesting lyrics about dead people. Of course, you guys who know that already understand this, but for me, I was taken aback. You know, he did a video called When I See You, and you know, he had 3 of this guy's dead friends there on a poster. And I was like, wow, like, thought I saw it all. I listened to the song for the whole 3 minutes and 8 seconds and was completely bamboozled. I cannot believe my eyes. And I'm not here to judge anyone, and I'm not here to blame Young and Ace or this brother. I don't really know. But the hatred that a lot of our young black men have for each other, especially in hip hop, it's amazing. Let me just tell you this, man. You know, people have always been dying and getting shot. You know, always been dying and getting shot, especially in Cali where I'm from. But you know, if somebody shot you, you got killed, that was it. It wasn't nobody taunting you, you know, getting on the record and saying that I did this. Okay, you know, he dead now. That's it. Somebody gonna come back and retaliate? Fine, the street guys. But that was it. All of this taunting of dead people, smoking on the pack, and somebody made an interesting comment that said, you know what, he put out his address because he got tired of running. You know, he wanted to die. And I thought about that. I'm like, wow, he's not, he can't be, he been shot out before. He's in Tampa, so he must know that he got enemies there. Maybe that was the case. Maybe he got tired of running, man. And one thing I noticed about this life, you know, when you're trying to get this fame and trying to get known, and if you have to do it this way, we're on borrowed time anyway, but this is just extreme. And I hate to see our young black men go through this, disrespect each other like that. But I want to tell you, brother, something, man. The best friend, the best situation that you're gonna get is from your own community, man. I know you don't believe that. I know you think I'm not telling the truth. But if you really want to know who is gonna be the person that helps you out, it's somebody in the black community, man, that can really change your life. I'm gonna testify to this real quick, man. Before I came to YouTube, I had a very strong attitude towards Black America. I had a lot of chagrin. I was devastated. I was hurt. I wanted to work with the people in my community and could not do it, could not really achieve it. And you know, my mother was telling me, get away from Del Paso Heights, which is what I ultimately had to do. And don't come back to a community like this. You know, you should go into the suburbs, the white sector, things like that. You know, you get away from here, get married to a black woman, and you know, don't come back to Sacramento, or don't come back to Del Paso Heights. And this is the advice that a lot of people in the black community have, largely. And the reason why we have that attitude, for the most part, is because, well, we don't see any value in each other. And so when you don't see any value in each other as a black man or a black woman, you can make videos like this, okay? Now, I want to say something and give a strong criticism of what I see here in Africa. And I see them making music here. Afro beats, amapiano. Largely, you never hear artists on the continent make music like this. Now, obviously, people get killed here. People get robbed here like anybody else. But the vitriol that's in the music is not here. This is one of the reasons why LAR Movement will tell you, you can come out to the club in Uganda or Kenya. It could be a bunch of drunk people. Maybe you get some pushing and shoving at the most. I've never even seen a fight since I've been living in Africa, never. Even if somebody is mugging you, you know, I had a date with a young lady at the time. And actually I was with JR Wisdom that night. JR Wisdom came out here and the dude was mugging me. And I'm like, yo man, what's up with this dude mugging me, man? You know, I'm getting back into my American hype. Girl's like, baby, this dude just looking at you probably because he's just curious. People do that in Africa. It's Africa. Nobody is trying to fight you. But when you in America, so many of our young people, you know, they're so disgruntled, man. And a lot of us coming up in the community when we was young, we were immature. You know, why you looking at me? Now we a little bit older and stuff. We can appreciate each other as brothers now that we know what's going on, man. But some of these kids don't make it to 30. You know, some of us OGs now, we 40, 43. I see a black man in America in the street, man. I'm glad to see you, man. Good to see you, brother. You know, like how the old folk used to do. Now we have the knowledge of self a little bit more than we did when we was younger. Some of us still gone. But a lot of our young men don't know that. They don't know how to interact. That's the enemy has taken their mind. And so now the black people, you brothers, you guys gave me what I have now. I always tell you guys this, man. And it was black men that I've collaborated and worked with that have been able to help me do what I'm doing. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have what I have. But I had to have that mindset. And so many of our black young men, instead of collaborating and working together, they look at each other as enemies and they could be doing better together and they don't know. And then somebody has to die. First of all, the young man loses his life. The person that's gonna get caught for doing this, their parents lose their life. The other rapper that's making fun of him now, or that could be us. So share this song. We don't know what his outcome can be. We just don't know. And again, It's hard to explain this to brothers and sisters, especially when somebody done killed your homies and all that stuff. I get it. But you know what? I just want to say, man, have faith in black men. Have faith in good people in your community, man, because they can help you out. You know, you ain't gotta look at a black person as if you hate them. Because whenever I see these raps and these rap beefs, it's always two black rappers. I don't ever see these guys having a beef with somebody in another community. No, it's always us in the same city. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Producer for all you, do Curtis Bell. We're out.